Hello, welcome back to FatherofTwo Plays Sunless Sea Zubmariner, Blind. Last time, we adventured around the Z a little bit, and we went to the hut for the second, or possibly the third time. Either way, we're ready to continue on. I believe we just arrived at Godfall. The brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They pay lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof, but their chief interest seems to be wine, blood, and shouting. Of shouting, let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Tales. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder? With their vow of celibacy, they become vague, and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing ships. So now we have a port report. No shops here, so let's move back to Z. Now, I think I wanted to visit Neath on my way back. But, or was it the Gant Pole? No, it's the Gant Pole. So I'm going to head here, and then north, and then come back, if we can make this kind of path through, Avid Horizon, the Chapel of Lights, Mount Palmerston, Ragged Crow, Wither, Venderbite, and down. After passing through here. I don't think we'll stop at Khan's Glory or Khan's Heart, but I think we will stop at Khan's Shadow. Our hull's doing good. Oh, they got a question mark, though. How's our fuel? We don't have lots of fuel, so we might have to buy more, but, that's okay. Let's see if we can go get behind them. Yeah, that's right. Run! Run, sucker! If I stop, can I get... Yeah. Woo! Got him. The ship is yours. What will you do with her? Scuttle her. What's this? An oilskin packet. Something valuable to someone. Drowning pearls. What fathom king spits these out? Your bosun offers. Coughs him up like a cat does an air bowl. He catches your skeptical glance. True as I'm here, Captain. There's a fancy word for it and all. Nacrobazor. Or I'm a lubber. Whatever encyclopedias the bosun has been drinking. The bosun has been drinking. These are the drowned pearls, are right. Oh, these are drowned pearls. They have left the sheen and the chill. They have heft. Sorry. I'm getting my reading all wrong here. They have the heft, the sheen, and the chill. You have finished opening a cache of curiosities, so we have a few drowning pearls. They're... I don't know, they could be really handy in the right place. I don't think we'll visit Nook, or did we already visit Nook last time? I can't remember. So I have a new PC on the way, and I'm excited because then I can have a dedicated recording PC. And that'll make things much simpler for me, because it's hard to run games and record them on the same system or computer. But that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with the Let's Play, so I will only mention that in passing. So I think we could buy fuel at Mount Palmerston, but I don't know if we'll make it that far if we're going all the way around. So hopefully we can get some in Khan's Shadow, or possibly the Chelinet. I guess our food is quite low as well. Will this be the time we become unaccountably peckish? I guess we'll find out. We have a fair amount of crew. Yes, we lost our, what do you call it? She's purple. The something lady? I forget what exactly she was called. Alright. Have at you then, sir. I didn't want to do this. You're forcing my hand. Now it looks like we'll get him quite handily. One more. Oh, it missed. Loot and scuttler. Cache of curiosities. A stout crate. Crates, the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. A crate of supply. Oh, perfect. 4 supplies, hardtack and water, and an unexpected box of nails. A would-be wit remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack until an officer's glare silences her. That's just very fitting. It's exactly what we needed. So, we'll keep heading east. I was going to say west, but that would be incorrect. Now, I think there's a few ports under the water I still have yet to see, so I hope we can find those. I have to remember to send out my Z-Bat. I suppose we could do a tour under the water as well. But I want to save that for maybe the way back, unless we find a city along the way. I like the music here. Yeah, the computer's having a bit of problem running the game and recording. It lags out a little bit here and there. Which is strange, because Baldur's Gate doesn't have any problems, but I suppose this is more taxing graphically, even with the graphics turned down. So, we're in the port of Khan's Shadow, at Wanderer's Haven. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. So we've been here before, I won't read everything. Let's compile a port report. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poeting. Now and then a drunken duel. Very occasionally, a savage ritual murder. Okay, so we could sell our Stygian ivory for nothing. That seems ill-advised. We could buy crates of human souls. But most importantly, we could buy fuel and supplies at a slightly increased price. So we need more fuel. Let's, we have quite a bit of money, so let's get ourselves up to 18. That seems good. And supplies, let's get ourselves to 8. And we'll leave port. I keep wanting to quick save because I was just playing Baldur's Gate. But there's none of that in this. You live or die by the steam engine. I was gonna say sails, but we don't have sails. We have a steam engine. Okay, we're not far from the Chelinet and the Gant Pole, and I believe we sent some type of creature slithering back to the Gant Pole, so we should see what happens there. Just been a little while since I played this, so I was trying to think about how much food it's really going to take me to get back. I was kind of eyeing it and seeing how fast it's going up compared to my fuel. The crawling stars, the lookout shouts, far above, the false star and the cavern roof are shifting, a rare and ominous event. What now? Eyes on the deck. Forbid them to look. You can't really stop them, but you can at least discourage discussion. They won't like it, but it's safer. Or record the change and assign a name. If the new shapes seem well omened, your crew may be cheered. Who knows? Sure, let's go with the matter of luck. I'm feeling lucky. We were fortunate. The Z-Bat. Bats is lucky. A gap-toothed stoker avers. All agree. Leathery, but lucky. So, lost 5 terror. Excellent. And we're at the Chelinet. I guess that's the music of the Chelinet or the shadow. It's quite creepy. That's a cool looking turtle, though. Like, imagine if one of those was swimming around and you could find it and dock at it as it swam around the Z. Huh? Hint, hint, fail better games? Porzia's Reef. I guess we discovered that. A shell as big as a wild dream. That's actually posed as a question. A shell as big as a wild dream? The Scrimshaw Chronicler. Bring him a tail. So we need a hunting trophy. Perhaps not, then. Waves lapped the slabby sides of the vast turtle shell, bigger than any cathedral. Chelonites loaf on wooden docks around the shell side, staring sullenly. Lamps hang like decorations in a festive butcher's window. All around you, the sea is rank with scraps of ancient flesh. Shore leave? No thank you. Compile a port report, though. The limits of meaningful expression. No matter what details you try to record, the stench creeps in around the edges of the sentences. The Chelonites watchful despite the reek. Movement among the miasmic scraps of long-abandoned monster carcass. Frequent duels where the stink is thickest. You now have one port report. So let's check for shops. We can buy ivory, but we don't want to. We could sell it for nothing, but we also don't want to do that. Mount Nomad's Heart. One Searing Enigma. I remember trying to tangle with Mount Nomad recently. It was not to any avail. So let's go to the Gant Pole before we head further north. Hopefully we could get some supplies, perhaps. So let's head down. Under the Z. Under the Undersea. It's so hard, this game. It's so much more terror. So you're really wary about going down. Thanks for all the fish. The Gant Pole. So it's like a big metal heart? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Is it metal? Is it coral? A new arrival at the Gant Pole. Your return is met by the sight of the recently wounded beloved, oozing its last on the small beach. It has not been here for long. It does not have long left. Assist the fading haruspics. You could keep away the old sailors while watching her work. You may learn something of her art. Join the sailors. The pounding of their approach echoes from the dark ventricles. They will be here soon. Let's go with the top one this time. A straightforward challenge. We succeeded. A few pointed jabs with one of the old sailor's own harpoons keeps the mob at bay. Sever the flesh, whispers the Horus. Oh, she's probably a lady, so. Sever the flesh, whispers the Haruspics. Let the entrails form my path. It's a. My lady voices are often Monty Python-like. Somewhere in the blood, guts and blubber, a pattern emerges. She closes her eyes. The flesh reveals all. Terrifying. The Haruspic fades a little more. You learn the ways of Haruspicy. The Gant Pole awaits its next wary beast. You now have 5 intriguing snippets, and 100 fragments. So let's head back. Speak with the fading Haruspics. I don't know what ferating means. Cut some flesh from the Chelonet. The carcass of the last beast to expire in this place still has plenty of meat hanging from its bones. Oh, for the Chelonet. Right. So, do we want to do that? Sure, let's do that. And then we'll head back over there. Your crew would face starvation 100 times before adding this still quivering mass of gelatinous blubber to the supplies. To the Chelonet, however, it probably counts as haute cuisine. I don't know what that word means. Haute. It sounds like it means hot, but I don't speak other languages. Compile a port report. The Admiralty is unlikely to take it seriously. I mean, I have a smattering of French, but nothing I would call speaking French. Ah, that favored hazing methods of many a veteran sailor, saved for particularly wet behind the ears recruits. Ask your captain to deliver this to the Gant Pole. Go to the Gant Pole and find my pocket watch. Tell the crew tonight we dine at the Gant Pole. A hilarious jape when not standing in the blasted place and hoping someone will pay for recent news from it. And let's speak with her then. Speak with the fading Haruspics. She sits in a ghoulish tent made of the bones and hide of long-dead beasts, saving her energy for the next great behemoth to reach its grisly end. What about the art, or ask about the art of Haruspicy? Ask about her. Let's ask about the art of Haruspicy. What does she see in the bodies of the dead? The nearly dead, she corrects. There's nothing to be predicted from meat but the quality of one's dinner. A wheezing laugh escapes her lungs. In Babylon, The quivering livers of 100 sheep showed us the fate of the first. In Rome, had Caesar only asked the right question. It is the life that leads to answers, not the meat. Down here, centuries of life, so many secrets. But the great beasts of the sea pass on so rarely, I cannot hold on much longer in the hope of finding what I seek. Hunt daylights, behemothstashes, beloveds, or troskeligans to bring more beasts to the camp pole. Okay, let's ask about her. How long has she been down here? The passage... Oh, that's not her talking. The passage of time. 10 years, 100 years, 1,000. It is all the same after a while. The flesh keeps the body together. The mind, well, that's a trickier matter. I have coped, others have not. You have seen them, the oldest of the sailors, with no warm bed and loving family calling them to shore. They are as much creatures of the sea as any that swim in it. The heart welcomes them, and they embrace it. It is their fate. I see a far more important one in your future. Huh. Well, we learned a little more. She nods gratefully. You take your leave. She slips into a silent torpor. Alright, any shops here? There is. And it's actually fairly cheap. So let's load up again. Let's get up to 20, 10. Let's get the rest in fuel. And we could sell this for a tale of terror. That doesn't seem worth it, though. A live specimen could be sold for 7 strange catches here. Heart of the Tree of Ages. The Harlot Fry. That could be for hunting trophies, or a colossal fluke core for the Heart of the Tree of Ages. Okay. That must be what the Tree of Ages is then, a fluke? Is that what they called it? Fluke? Oh, what's glowing down here? Should we check it out? I'm a little afraid to, but I'll do it anyway. On the horizon... Oh, we already read that one earlier. It just happened again. Ew, gross. What is this? Lornest Fluke? I don't think we could deal with this. Should we try? Ah, he who dares wins, right? Let's see what it does to us, so it does some damage. Can we do it? A few more of those and we'll win. We could do it. I believe in us. Another couple shots. Slow down a bit. We got him. Didn't do too much damage. We could use the rat sender. We might as well. Cool, a new beast down. Oh, terrifying. You have defeated a Lornest Fluke. The beast's spine quiver uncontrollably before slowly curling in upon themselves like the upturned limb of a dying spider. A perverse keening finally fades into silence. Avoid the carcass entirely. Harvest a fluke core. Or observe the Lornest Fluke's death from a distance. So a modest challenge, a tough challenge. Let's do the modest one. We'll observe it. Conduct a study without risking your crew. Echoes in the shell. We succeeded. The fluke liquefies slowly but perceptibly, like a sandcastle washed away by successive tides. Its savage spines leak violent fluid into the sea. Its livid flesh sloughs away from its core. That too rots away before your eyes. There is a mournful keening. The submarine reverberates with the weight of it. You remember home where the sky is impossible. And the stars. It ends. The fluke is just a stain in the water. We have 2 extraordinary implications. Awesome. Oh, I turned off the sonar because I tried to use it like the Z-Bat. A dull tolling echoes around the bridge. A distress bell now fading. We'll turn that back on. Okay. So, north then. Could we sail past this? We can actually sail through there. I guess we will. It doesn't seem like a smart idea. But I kind of want to do it just to do it. The beast's ribs at the edge. I guess maybe is that part of the Turtle? Restless nights. Ignore them. Or inquire about their dreams the next morning. What did they see? Let's ignore them. We've lost one terror. The crew is subdued as they take their meals, but all is quiet in the next watch. Yeah, it looks like it's from maybe this thing. Whatever this is. Gross. A big crab, perhaps? Like, it looks kind of like a horseshoe crab. They have a different name as well. But it looks kind of like the shell of one of those, a giant one. To be completely honest. A diving suit floats past the glass. Should we head to the surface again? I'm not hearing a constant companion, so it might be fun to explore under the Z for a while, at least till we're out of oxygen. Yeah, we're getting low now, so we'll go up. I'm glad it warns you, because I would totally forget. And then drown. Alright, let's check the map. Oh, what is this? I see red petals floating through the air. There's no islands within the Z-Bat's range. I see one right here, though. Well, let's check it out. We haven't been here before. The waves are cluttered with Z-Rack, like drowned hair drifting. We've discovered Carlisle's haven. Well, let's make port. Irem. None have ever spoken truthfully of this place. Irem, the pillared city, she will rise from the Z and the ice like dawn. She will be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The seven serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. We need a sack of dark drop coffee beans. Or a lamentable relic to do anything special here, so let's just compile a port report. You will record what you will have seen. A conundrum. When you will to sit down to write the report, you will recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that. It was already written when it was found. Who found it? The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where is the other report? There is a footnote which describes when you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well, and all manner of things as well. Confusing. Okay, so we could buy a lamentable relic. What do we... This will cost 1 secret. Let's get one. That sounds like a good deal. Why can't I scroll down? There we go. We could buy parabola linen for fragments. That's something to keep in mind. We could buy for 3 secrets another copper long box. Or Sooth and Cooper long box, rather. Watchful Curio. We'll buy one of those. And let's actually head back. Well, first let's see what we can buy. I think we'll save our money for fuel. We could trade... What, 2 Memories of a Distant Shores for 4 Tales of Terror, or for 1? For 1. Still, we have quite a few Memories of Distant Shores, so let's even it out there. Visions of the Surface we could buy for Z-Stories. Z-Stories we could buy for Tales of Terror. Okay, that's pretty cool. We could sell our Extraordinary Implications for quite a bit, actually. But we're not going to do that. However, I believe we will sacrifice a lamentable relic. You will break the ice on a wide pool. You will toss the relic in. Trade a lamentable relic for 2 moves in the great game. Life lived. When the waves settle, you will see falling snow and black bark. You will see 2 men standing in wintry woods. The younger will prove himself to the older. Others have done so before. Others will do so after. The vision will change. The man will sip coffee on a sunlit street. He will write an order. He will send a pawn below to London. Cool. Well, I guess we're all done in Irem for now. Let's explore this place a little better, just to the south. And I think this will be a good trip. Our hull's still in pretty good repair. We're coming back with quite a bit of stuff to turn in. We might end up buying ourselves a house this time. And then we might be able to start writing a will for our next captain, for possibly our child, because I'd like to try and get married and have an heir. Whoa, you see that? Big spinal cord under the water? Terrifying. What is this? Oh, a ribcage. Cool. A huge... Yeah, that's awesome. Another ZB's corpse afloat. So much carrion. We approached the Chelinet. So, actually, we needed to go back to the Chelinet, didn't we? So let's head there now. And then we'll cut back across this section where we haven't explored. Because we had some meat to give them. And we don't really want to hang on to it, I don't think. Then we could kind of beeline it through to... What do you call it? What's the next one over? The Chapel of Lights or the Avid Horizon? No, Frostfound. That's the one I was thinking. So, Shabbleport is right here. We need a faster engine, but I think a house would be more prudent first, because we are making it around. We could just do it faster if we had a better engine. And it would cost us less food every trip, which would be quite handy, actually. What is that? Should we try and take that on? I don't think we should. Supply the redolent flesh merchant. It's only one barrel, but it's a very large barrel. Delicious. The redolent flesh merchant dips a finger into the quivering blubber and tastes it with shivering enjoyment. He pays you and gets to work selling it by the cupful. It is impossible to tell if the Chelinet prefers it to their customary diet of rancid turtle meat, but it is at least a different flavor of terrible. His customers are still licking their lips when the barrel is drained to the last oily drop. We got 200 echoes. Okay. Do we want to, like, mess with that thing? I don't think we do, but I just want to maybe poke my nose where it doesn't belong here. Okay. Where'd it go? It seems frickin' fast. What was it? Is it a ship? Is it... What is it? Eater of Names 700, Crew 77. No, thank you. We'll find you another time. Another time in the future. So, to Frostfound then. A sluggish wave, the ship pitches. I love the flavor text. I know I downloaded some type of update with more stories. I'm not sure where they are. I didn't really see an explanation of what they were, but we're getting pretty close to unlocking everything in the Z. Once we explore this a little better, maybe this area, we should be able to do the work for... What is that, a Lorn Fluke? We should be able to do the work for Mr. Sachs, I believe he's called. It's a very dangerous thing. You have to be pretty much in full knowledge of the Z to get him to all his ports, and you have to do it as quickly as possible, so it's a risky thing. We do want to do it, though, one day. Now, Frostfound is not far this way. Let's send out our Z-Bat. We could definitely use more food, and maybe a little more fuel. But I think we'll make it back fine this trip. Should we head under the Z for a little while? Till we hit Frostfound? I don't see why not. Oh, that's my timer. Well, we'll end the episode as soon as we get to Frostfound. But until then, we'll keep exploring. Oh, what is that? That's some type of current. A current under Z. So the achievements must have just been enabled recently because they weren't working. Maybe that's what the update was. It was allowing the achievements to work. Because I wasn't getting any new achievements for quite a while there. And now I seem to be picking them up all the time. We can hear the music of the... what do you call it? There's a name. Khan's Shadow. Or no, Khan's Glory? What is that? Do we want to mess with it? Triskaligant, okay. This is one of those things we gotta send, so let's do it. Oh, it's terrifying. If we have to, we'll go full power to get out of its way. It's reminding me of a, what do you call it? Oh, he didn't quite get us, did he? A lifeberg. I couldn't think of what it was while it was trying to kill me. You have defeated a Triskaligant. Its spine, it spins as it dies, jetting boiling water from each of its maws like a noise, with a noise like 100 mishandled kettles. A dark foamed vortex forms. Avoid the maelstrom. Why let the beast avenge itself at death? Let the beast go. Its wound is fatal. It will surely head to the Gant Pole. This will send the beast to the Gant Pole. Harpoon it. It's a risk, but in Fallen London they pay double for anything pole and line caught. Let's send it to the Gant Pole. The behemoth goes to die. The crew watches uncomfortably as the red wake spreads. Is this mercy or cruelty? The murmured arguments continue long into the night. The looks they shoot you are all the harsher for their uncertainty. We gain some terror, and not so bad. And I think we're here at Frostbound, so let's head back to the surface. Yep. Stoddard's Haven. We'll end here, and then we'll explore when we return next time. We're gonna need some food. In fact, I might even just check for food before, so I don't forget next time. Nope, nothing. So, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is Father of Two, signing off.